It's a lovely day, isn't it?
Why not too... Don't drag it. Bloody hell.
Bye, Mum.
Yes, I'm scared.
14 years ago, ITV began a journey following 8 couples who were about to get married.
Bella, I like Plonker.
Over the years, we've had intimate access to their lives.
No, they've been doing to me dick.
Well, now I'm in this one, I've got washing all on the floor. Why don't you pick it up?
I love being your wife.
And along the way, new couples have joined the series.
I love you, Stuart.
I get us a paper and I'll see you in 5 minutes. And I haven't seen her since.
On tonight's show, we meet the newest members of the For Better For Worse family.
I love you. Thank you for saying yes.
I love you for always, baby.
We catch up with some of our other couples.
Kevin!
And find out the next chapter in the unfolding drama of Linda and Russell.
She was on the floor in the bedroom, she was crying.
It was hard. I'm not going to lie, it was really hard.
Have I got the angle of the no chin right?
It's 1999 and photo time for Denise Vince. There's just one thing missing.
But no, there really is a groom. You haven't met him yet, but there really is a groom.
A year ago, Denise had a holiday romance in Turkey. And next week she's getting married to Smiley Kaprulu, a man with whom she's only spent 11 days.
No, you stay on that side.
Today's shoot is for the benefit of relatives, unable to join her.
That's lovely.
No, yes. I met him when I went to Turkey with a friend. Oh, nice dog. I certainly wasn't thinking about starting a long-term relationship, let alone a marriage. He's quite sensitive. He's quite thoughtful. And I feel nice about myself when I'm with him.
Romance blossomed with the friendly Turkish hotelier, and a relationship developed largely conducted over the phone.
Hello.
Merhaba.
Hello, darling. Merhaba. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. Ne var ne yok?
What's the answer to that? İyilik, sağlık.
İyilik sağlık.
İyilik, sağlık.
Good.
Nasılsın?
İyiyim. Ya sen?
No, it's easy to talk English.
Okay.
I'd like to think that I'm not naive. I'd say that we haven't gone into this relationship lightly. I don't think it will make any difference to our marriage, the fact that he's Turkish and I'm English.
There's an instinctive gut reaction, I should think, with almost every Englishman of their daughter going outside their own kith and kin, as it were.
I do love you, know that.
I know you love me.
You know,
Okay.
I said
Most fathers would initially have a resistance to the thought.
See you soon. Bye-bye, bye, bye.
Getting married abroad has its complications, especially when you're trying to rehearse your wedding dance.
We're getting married on the 28th of September, which is a Tuesday. On the Friday, we have an appointment with the British Consulate in Istanbul. He's applied for visas on 3 separate occasions over the last 6 years. The British Consulate declined his application on the grounds that he was 35, single, no dependents. He doesn't own his house because it's a family-owned property.
How can you be sure that he's not just after a visa?
Believe me, it's something that I've thought about long and hard.
I said to Denise, and a few times actually, and please believe me, and I don't marry you with your for your passport, because I'm marrying you with you. That's it, not passport.
Denise and her family will be leaving for the airport in 2 hours.
I still can't believe you've got everything in one place.
But Smiley's visa application is still playing on her mind.
I know that our marriage is genuine because I'm the one who's getting married, but I understand that when you're a third party looking at it, it's more difficult to know that. So I appreciate the job that they've got to do, although I'd rather that we didn't have to be scrutinised in this way. do with Daddy. I think you stay there.
Yes, yes, okay. Let's come with me. I'll take you there because I want to marry you.
Why?
You look gorgeous, darling.
Thank you.
You look really gorgeous. Just you will sit there, okay? 1 minute. Yes.
Kendi arzunuz, kendi isteğiniz ve kendi rızanızla.
Do you want to marry with İsmail Küp?
Evet.
Teşekkürler, alkışlayalım.
God, I've got a husband.
I was a bit sceptical about it first. I sort of laughed about it in a way. I said, oh, holiday romance, you know, it's never going to work.
I had my reservations. I think probably most of her friends did.
That's enough. Okay. Come here. Come here.
Obviously, we're waiting to see what happens with the visas. The first challenge is whether we can live in the same country or not.
It's 2 days after the wedding, and Denise and Smiley have made their way to Istanbul.
All we can do is answer their questions.
Yeah.
And see what they say.
Yeah.
We've got all of this.
All of this, yes. Oh, I'm nervous, actually.
I'm nervous as well. I'm just hoping that we get the decision that we're looking for.
Yes.
I said I'd never marry anybody with brown eyes, because I've got real brown eyes. Nobody wearing glasses, and I certainly wouldn't marry anybody called Kevin.
August 1998, and 21-year-old Kevin Lennox has been shopping. He's catering his own wedding to his pregnant girlfriend, 22-year-old Natasha.
Got sausage rolls, 300 of them, and then loads of sausage, cocktail stick sausages.
We just wanted to be together, and we just knew that. But, like, just about 2 weeks, wasn't it? When we said we loved each other. But when you know, you know.
Everyone's saying to me, good luck. You need it.
Natasha fell pregnant within weeks of meeting Kevin, and a few days after that, her mother died. At this, her final dress fitting, it's all too much for her.
You excited? Come on, Natasha.
You're all right.
Oh, no.
If his mum wants to laugh, she can laugh.
It's the morning of the wedding in Hinckley near Leicester, and heavily pregnant Natasha is late for the register office.
Phil, all right, plonker.
Sorry about the car. Michael should have cleaned this out.
What, pissing all on my dress?
Oh, it's... Where's that Michael? I'll kill him.
Well, it is, look.
Yeah, I know, Duck. I'm sorry.
Shitty car.
Well, I do beg your pardon.
Good.
You are now legally joined together as man and wife. You've got a kiss for your bride.
Oh, well, Mum, I did it. My mum, she kept saying I could see Kevin moving in here. She should just get married just like that, because then you'll be having a baby. And I says, don't be stupid. Says, me with a baby, I don't think so. And she kept saying, I won't be here for much longer and look after your dad. She knew.
The newlyweds have changed out of their wedding clothes to prepare the reception hall.
You've been terrific, ain't you? Yeah, he's blown up about 8, 9 balloons. That's an hour and a half.
We've had to pay for the room.
Oh, well, that took about 2 minutes, didn't it?
Drink.
My wife used to nag me, but I used to sit there and then she'd be nagging me for an hour and then I'd say, what did you say? In the finish, she gave up.
Natasha's quite an outgoing person and Kevin's quite quiet, but they say opposites attract, don't they? They do.
When my wife first met him, she thought he was a dork. But that was Jean. She was to the point, blunt. But as the relationship grew, she get to know Kevin, and she loved Kevin.
You're there for me and I'm there for you.
Yeah.
He's my best friend. I've got all the support I need.
It's October 2011, and Tom and Lottie are the latest couple to join the For Better For Worse family. The IT consultant and his charity worker bride met 5 years ago on a night out at a comedy club. They're getting married in 2 weeks.
The first time I saw Lottie, I thought she was fantastic. That made me smile, and I haven't stopped smiling.
Oh, flatter.
I didn't really think I'd ever get married. Before I met Lottie, I was starting to think that I might be single forever.
None of my previous boyfriends kind of met up to the standard of actually taking them home, or I weren't with them long enough to take them home. So they were really pleased when I, eventually rocked it with Tom.
I do as much exercise as I can get away with. I used to be 20 stone something, and I have a mental paranoia about not becoming that large ever again.
I'm amazed at how much it's taken over my life.
Yeah.
Everything is about the wedding.
Lottie being a bigger lady doesn't really bother me too much. She's funny, she makes me laugh, she can drink me under the table. Actually, on a first date, that was quite something.
I would still love him if he went back up to that size. He loves me for the size I am now. One of the best things I love is he's so random.
My proposal coincided with my attempt for the world's fastest leprechaun in the London Marathon. Sadly, I was beaten by a superior leprechaun. I stopped and proposed to Lottie.
And he kind of took a step back, and I thought he was just going to run off. And then he was just like, "Lottie, will you marry me?" So I kind of shrieked yes. And then we got a massive round of applause and a cheer.
The reason at the back of my mind was if she says no, I can just run away and there wouldn't be any awkwardness. Thankfully, she said yes. We got back here and life just changed.
That was amazing!
Personally, I don't think I foresee any problems with married life.
Much more.
Essex, 1998, and sisters Jo and Simon are buying last-minute wedding presents before they jet off to Mauritius for their joint wedding.
Over there. Oh, Jo, it's lovely. Oh, look. Does it look like me and Mark?
24-year-old Simon met Mark when they were children, and they've been a couple for 5 years.
It hit me like a hammer. From the first moment I see him, I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with him.
But don't throw it.
It's made me look at how it should be looked at, really. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was just a bit of paper, maybe. But it's not a bit of paper, it's a lot more than that. It's, and that's how you should look at it.
Absolutely.
It'll only be 10 minutes.
Simon's older sister Jo has been with her partner Simon for 4 years, and they have a 9-month-old baby, Bradley.
I knew the first day I went out with him, I knew this was going to be the man that I was going to marry. I just knew. It just hits you like a thunderbolt, basically.
You coming with us, Brad?
We actually planned to get married and then sort of start a family. But we did it the other way around.
What's in the back?
Their wedding in Mauritius has been organised and paid for by their dad, John.
Oh, look at that. This comes all the way from there. I think it'll be a fabulous day. Probably the best day of my whole life and my wife's whole life. And our whole family. The whole family's going to be there.
I'm the only one going from my side of the family, but only for the fact that not everybody can afford it, for one. They would like to be there, I know, certainly. My mum would definitely love to be there.
It's beautiful.
Oh, one from all of us.
Lovely, look.
Doesn't it lovely? Oh, I love that.
Isn't it lovely?
Yeah.
They're all lovely.
Trying to get my dad to go out for a week, and my mum keeps on looking at teletext to see if she can get a sort of cheap flight or whatever, but I'll keep on at her. She might get a flight last minute, you never know.
It's the 4th time Smiley has applied for a visa, but the first time as a married man.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but it was
We
good.
have a visa.
No. You're joking. I will go to England and I will live with my wife forever. Hello, girls. How are you?
It hasn't felt like a major change. There obviously are major changes, but it has felt completely comfortable and right. To start with, I put something down, and of course there was someone else who tidied it up. And I said, well, where is that? It was I only put it down a minute ago. Where's it gone? But we've agreed certain areas which are out of Smiley's tidying area, so that there's peace for both of us, really. So, it's all about compromise. Go a bit faster, please.
Sorry?
Faster.
Faster, okay.
Faster.
All right.
50, please.
50, please. Okay, just tell me, darling.
I didn't ever want a relationship with someone who spends their life saying yes, Denise, no, Denise. The reason that our relationship works is because Smiley can say absolutely not, Denise. Stop. Smiley.
What?
You have to stop completely until she's completely off the crossing.
Oh, I see. I understand, sorry.
If a policeman had been there, you'd be in trouble.
Oh, okay then.
I know what indicate means.
I know what indicate means, darling. Good.
From the word go, there has always been one direction Smiley has wanted to take their relationship.
Do we want baby? Yeah, so and after that, that one's will be best. Yeah, just
Can we have a bit more time to think about it? How many minutes have we been married?
What about family then? What's the story?
Not next year. We won't have a baby next year. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. That's right.
Can you come and help me now, Codgy?
Sorry?
It's 3 years on and the couple have settled in Surrey. Smiley is working in a bar and Denise is a recruitment consultant. Today they're taking a riding lesson.
No, you need longer. You need shorter.
Shorter.
Otherwise he can bite your bottom or something. Good boy.
But Denise still holds the reins on one particular subject.
I'm not old enough to have a baby.
That's okay. It's
I'm
up to
only
you.
36. And I feel about 25.
But you have to think about 40s. You're going to 40s, so...
Yes.
I wish she'd hurry up and get on with it. And I know Smiley does as well. And I'm sure, hopefully, she will. But the time obviously has to be right for Denise.
Get behind me.
No problem. Sorry, I can't hear you, darling.
I think having a baby is such an enormous, life-changing, for-life decision that you have to make it when you're ready. No one else can or should tell you when to have a baby. Look at it.
2 months after the wedding, Natasha has just given birth to her first baby.
He's tired.
He's not tired, he's been asleep all day.
Yeah. Our sex life is the same. We don't really have one, do we?
No.
It's not Kevin or anything like that.
Once a month, isn't it?
Once a month, yeah. So he didn't marry me for my body, believe that? Look, Bradley, look what you've got.
It's a year on from their wedding and just 18 months since Natasha's mother died.
Look. And at the minute, I've never felt like this, but I'm so angry at my mum. Don't I?
Yeah.
I mean, our baby's one today, isn't he?
Yeah.
And Mum should be here. If I hadn't got him and Bradley, I don't think I would have coped.
No, pass it round. Down to the left.
Natasha has had to put her grief to one side because she's found out she's pregnant with baby number 2.
So baby's on its back now. You could see that's baby.
You were in shock, weren't you, for 2 days? Because he didn't think I was actually pregnant. And he was a bit stunned, actually. It took you 2 days to speak, didn't it?
You want to
It's
show
amazing, isn't it? Watching your own child
This is the best one.
on telly.
It's 3 years on, and when their second son Jordan was born, there were complications.
Watch you don't flip back, it's noise like.
He had fluid on the brain, which required an operation, followed by a lengthy stay in hospital.
I felt like I didn't cope. I was forever stressed out. He had to be here, I had to be there, or he'd be there and I'd be here for Bradley. So it was just a complete nightmare.
Ooh. Natasha and Kevin were going through a hard time, but life was about to get even tougher.
When I found out I was pregnant, I was absolutely gutted.
I think so.
This will be her third baby in 4 years.
Yeah, that's delivery, sweet. I don't want to go there just yet.
And while Natasha and Dad Mick are on their way back from yet another hospital visit, Kevin has been left in charge.
Tasha's getting bigger now, around her ass and size like that. So she can't really bend down to pick things up.
And neither, it seems, can Kevin.
When I've got washing all on the floor. I'm not having it. Pick it up. I'm not having this while I've got washing all on the floor. Why don't you pick it up? It's like he hoovers up, but you don't pick anything up. It's ready to clean before you hoover.
Is the spark still there? Yeah, when I've had a drink. No, I'm only joking. Of course, I wouldn't stay with him if I didn't love him. No. Well, after 3 kids, yeah, there must be something there.
It's the morning of the wedding. In a hotel near St Paul's Cathedral, Lottie is wearing white.
Quite calm, quite relaxed. It hasn't really hit me yet.
Oh. I just wanted to say thank you for the last 5.5 years. I promise I'll not be 29 minutes late to the altar. Lots of love, John Wife. Oh, bless her. That's so sweet.
Getting a bit nervous, so...
You don't get nervous, Lottie. Remember that.
Definitely time for a run. I'm quite relieved I've got time for this. It's always been part of my routine, just for stress relief. I'm getting married. Me? Who'd have thought? It's that horrible feeling, whatever I look like in these photos is going to live with me for the rest of my life.
I can't cry.
No, don't.
Rock and roll. Let's go on. Thank you.
Rest of your life. All the best.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Wedding rings.
Tom and Lottie are getting married in the same church used in the film 4 Weddings and a Funeral. But Lottie's dream of hailing a taxi in her wedding dress is backfiring, and now she's running 15 minutes late.
Oh, come on, she's getting married. My mother's always late for everything, so that'll be why. Let's blame the bride's mother.
I don't want to go and leave you with no taxi.
She's keeping him waiting.
There's a taxi coming now.
Lottie, you're late. I know, it wasn't my fault.
With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
In the name of the Father.
In the name of the Father.
And of the Son.
And of the Son.
And of the Holy Ghost.
And of the Holy Ghost.
Amen.
My first impression when I saw Lottie walk down the aisle, not a word of a lie. Wow.
Raise a glass and giving a toast to Tom and Lottie and the future.
You said Lottie is part of our family now. It's not as if you're losing me at all, so it's just lovely.
When they were taking their vows, they were looking
demonstrated each other.
All of us
fanfares.
do when we take our vows. Meaning,
they-
everybody who gets married means it to be for life.
Yeah, but
and the
they-
divorce rates are soaring. So actually, no. To be fair, you cannot ask anybody, is their marriage going to last?
If you could want a relationship that was going to be for better, for worse, and forever, it's Tom and Lottie's relationship.
This is like, fuck, we're married. Ah.
That's so surreal.
My smile, darling. Come on, Linda. Linda.
Smile.
Linda.
In 1998, Linda and Russell got married.
If that's not a number 2, you're fucking dead and you better run.
No, don't muscle your twin.
It's not going to be getting a new sweet, isn't it? Fucking pick it up.
Despite a 10-year age gap and their endless arguments, they stayed together.
It matters one fail because we love each other, don't we? I love him, she loves me. Do you think I am a fucking knobhead or something, Linda?
You've just done it. Don't put all that in.
Well, you're fucking starting this, so you will put it in.
Just shut up, will you, you little knob?
So you don't have to fucking talk some shit. Shut up. It's not us arguing, is it? It's just like...
Bickering with each other, that's the way we are.
In 2004, after 6 years of marriage, they'd confounded all expectations and were still together.
All I get is he's still with that fella, waiting for me to say it now. And I go, my husband, yeah.
Oh, I get that a lot, yeah. He's still with that
Well,
guy.
I think that's...
Yeah, true,
Yeah, it's being funny. I'm looking to go away for New Year and Christmas. I've been married 13 years because I'm still married. It's mad. Anywhere in particular you were looking Thailand.
Russell and Linda are still married, but only because neither has filed for divorce. They separated 6 years ago.
Have a fab time.
The relationship just like that, just ended.
I think Russell had a mini midlife crisis, to be honest. And he wanted the single life.
No, I never had any midlife crisis at all. No. That's like stupid, that. I don't know what you're saying. I mean, you need a baldy head and a fucking convertible sports car, don't you, for that carry on?
Not long after the split, we caught up with Russell and he revealed what led to the breakdown.
I always wanted to go out and she wanted to, sit in and watch telly. She'd say to me, I'm not going here, I'm not doing there, and I'd go, fuck you, I'm doing what I want. And I was getting more and more frequent with that was happening.
In 2006, Linda declined to be interviewed. 6 years after the split, she's now ready to speak about it.
I thought he was working late nights while I was in, and it turned out he wasn't. He hadn't been working for months. While he was meant to be in work doing late nights, he was out partying.
There's no way I couldn't carry on the way I was with it. And it was sort of like, I wanted to do one thing, she wanted to do another thing. I was like, what's the point?
When Russell walked out on me, I felt lost. I felt scared.
She was on the floor in the bedroom, she was crying, and I had to just walk away from her. And I thought, enough's enough.
All in one night, just gone. Everything was taken away from me. Well, I do think he did me a favour, and I don't mean that in a nasty way, like having a go at him. Because I don't think, the way I was, I don't think I would have ever left him. So I do thank him for that, because I think I would have still been with him, and I would have been really, really unhappy, the two of us. Nothing's going right. I can't see Russell running away because you're going to be 10 minutes late. Linda at 31, if she was in the same room with Linda at 18, would shake her and tell her not to do it and to go out and live a bit.
That's it.
It's going to start raining, you know.
Right, just wait on me.
I think I'm too young now to get married.
Oh, this is mad. Why didn't they show us how to bloody wear these? This is not going to work. We're going to have to get someone who knows how to do these. If I had me coming back on my wedding day, whispering in my ear, I'd just say, go for it, because I had 10 good years. Maybe I just remember the good bits, I don't know. But as far as I can remember, we had some good times, and that was that.
I've met someone. It's early days, but it's going well. Would
would I get married again? First, I need to get divorced.
People going on about, like, how many times you've been married, this and that, you're like a serial marrier. It's better than fucking being like a serial boring ass who's stuck with the same bed, right, who's doing your head in for fucking 50 years. Do you know what I mean? You got to find who you want. The only secret is work at it, and if it doesn't work, fuck off. Simple. End of.
It's 2 days before sisters Jo and Simon get married. And while the girls relax, Dad John, who has organised and paid for the wedding, is busy with the last-minute preparations.
And then can we go the wedding route together, yeah? Yeah? I'd like to speak to Miss Paul Kavanagh, please. And so there's a nice position up here, which we're going to now. So is there any questions? Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
We are a very tight family. We can scream at each other when we're annoyed, and we can also share the most amazing affection and love.
Cool.
You know.
That's the only thing that's it's a shame that your brother couldn't be here, and a lot of my family couldn't be here. But it's still a great way to do it.
The wedding day has arrived.
Is Mum really pumped? So dreading it.
Got to get that in before. Well before. I need taste in my mouth. I need some chewing gum or something.
It's fear. Tasting fear.
I'm getting married. Married. It's good life.
You all right? So why am I crying?
With this ring,
I commit myself to you.
I commit myself to you.
I promise to respect you as an individual.
And be there whenever you need me.
And be there whenever you need me.
Okay. I have the honor and privilege to declare Mr. Husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
This is to all four of you, okay? Now, I think this is fantastic. The parents' poem, Mum and Dad. A more beautiful place there could not be than below a coconut palm by the edge of the sea. You are now entering life's most wonderful test, and with God by your side, you'll survive with the best. So we wish you both health and a wonderful life. Congratulations, you're both husband and wife. Always with you, always love you, always there for you. Love, Mum and Dad.
It's 5 in the morning and Simon and Mark are back to work on their market stall.
So it all seemed to go wrong this morning. Sue's been getting in quite late. She's been working for her brother. Went with her brother as well, so it's just laziness.
Don't lie, you
There's no
wouldn't
excuse.
let me out of the bed this morning.
Apart from that reason.
What they say is when a single woman comes in from work, she goes to the fridge but sees what's in bed so goes to bed. A married woman comes in from work, she sees what's in bed and goes to the fridge. To the bed. Of course.
We will be having children in about maybe, a year, you think?
Yeah, it will be fairly soon. I mean, we've still got plenty of time, but that is the next step, and it'll be, it'll be great. Then we'll finish it off, really, if you like.
Finish it off, that just when it gets going.
Finish me off.
Yeah.
Kevin, not that high, please. Well, I don't care if he loves it. I don't want you doing it. Taya, then he has to go over the top, as usual.
Natasha and Kevin have been married for 6 years. They have 3 children, and Kevin has just had a vasectomy.
You didn't want to have it done, did you?
No, I was scared, I think about it.
He was.
Just when they put the needle in my scrotum, like that.
Want to go home now? No. Oh, Jordan, I ain't got the energy for this today, babes.
I know, but I'm tired.
What is the secret to your marriage?
Talk to one another. Be honest with each other. And trust.
It's 4 years on, and Natasha is dealing with the shocking revelation that while she was in hospital with their son Jordan, Kevin had a fling.
We're laying on the sofa and he says, oh, I've met someone. I went, is it serious? And he says, yeah, I think so. I says, well, when? And it's when I was in hospital. He was seeing someone at work.
I met this girl once. We had a bit of a kiss. I told myself it was serious, because I thought it were, but it weren't, because I think she had cold feet and then backed out.
So why did you tell Natasha?
I thought you've got to be honest in a relationship and talk to each other.
It was a complete shock, because that was about the one thing I thought he wouldn't do. Wasn't I wrong? I had to think of the kids. So I had to make a decision. Do I forgive him? I stayed with him.
After that, we tried to make it work again.
Did you like the park?
But it just weren't working for me. I felt like I didn't get any support. I think I was just stressed out. I just had enough, basically.
Just a year later, Kevin started having an affair with someone else.
We had sex a couple of times, but then I couldn't do it after that, and I just stopped it, basically. But then Natasha found out.
He destroyed our marriage, because I took my wedding ring down the drain. Says, like our marriage, says down the drain. He went off his own way, and I sorted the kids out, you know. You're absolutely exhausted every single day, and there's just no let up. Can you please both go outside? Go on, because I know what you're like. You'll nick everything. In your room, now. You try to make the best of it. Hurry up. No! When things deteriorate even more and more and more, and then you go mentally ill by it, something's got to give. There was just a moment where I thought, I don't want to be here no more. I want to go. And that's how I felt. I took the kids to school, and it wasn't, I'm going to plan on killing myself today. It was nothing like that. I just said, I'm sick to death of the world. Does that make sense? And I just wanted to go. I've got to stop a minute. Start with it. My brother intervened and caught me. He did. And phoned the ambulance, so I'd only taken half, you know. But God was ill for a good week. And everyone wouldn't leave me alone. And keeping an eye on me, my friends a lot. My family turned up at the hospital and everything. I don't think they realised how bad I was. And for me to think like that, I just left text saying, take care of the boys.
Marriage is when you're together forever, for years to come, for better, for worse.
For anyone who knows, for anyone who's been forever in my heart, I'll see you in my dreams.
Today, Mark and Simon are enjoying their 13th year of marriage and 18 years together.
I'm never giving up.
There's certain people that you do gel with and are your soulmate, and it's not easy to find that person. I really don't believe.
Yeah.
And we were lucky. It was luck.
Yeah, I believe
All the
that.
planets lined up, and
right day,
worked.
right time.
Do you remember this?
Okay.
When was this? Cyprus there? Look, that was the year after I met you.
That was the wedding?
That was the wedding,
the
yeah.
wedding,
That was in Mauritius.
I don't even recognise myself there.
That is... Oh, wow, that was when we were slim. Oh, my God.
I think people are under pressure in the fact that they should have a family, and we kind of did feel that. But we kept saying, oh, next year, next year, next year. And we didn't want a family. And
we kind of like our time together, which is probably selfish.
Which is pretty obvious
but it
now.
works for us.
I feel really lucky to be this happy. I really do.
Sadly, after 17 years and 2 children together, Simon and Joe have recently divorced.
I'm sad, really sad for her. Life is life, and unfortunately,
Sometimes
it didn't work.
Sometimes it
for
doesn't.
her.
1, 2, 3.
Back. Stand back and you tell me which way you run it.
That's it. It's got to come right a bit, right. A little bit more. But don't scrape the... That's it, yeah, that's it. Looks really nice.
Excellent. Right, let's go.
Right, cup of tea?
Lovely.
The love does never change. I mean, we've been together 5.5 years, and I still love him just as much. And I still look at him now, and I still get butterflies. Yeah. Oh. And you do too, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This feels really, really weird for us because we're out without any kids.
Yeah.
And we didn't really have that much chance when we first got together, really. Thank you. Thanks. Cheers, sweetie.
Cheers, darling.
Meet Natasha's new man, Sean.
When I drink too much of that, I'll be drunk.
When I first met Natasha, I thought she was gorgeous and I fancied her from day one.
That's nice, isn't it? Fuse don't lie to them, weren't they, darling?
A year after her divorce from Kevin, Natasha met ex-bin man Sean.
I love you, Mrs. Maloney.
I love you too, Mr. Maloney.
After 6 years together, they got married 2 months ago.
Walking down the aisle in church was lovely, it was. Because I had the cars, I had the church, I had the bridesmaids, I had the page boys, I had the photographer. So it was just lovely. On my first wedding, it was naff. It was rubbish, basically, like the marriage. What pissing all on my dress? Oh, it's got every bleeding wear. Even down to having real flowers this time. We had artificial flowers the first time, you know.
I think you better give those back to Tash. They look better.
They are totally opposite. Sean's there with the children and he's a really good dad. I'd done it all on my own when I was with Kevin, so...
Anyway. Have that burden shared.
Yeah. Especially me having 3 more children. I didn't need to have any more.
Good job finding first door.
My family, yeah. Well, it's huge. It's demanding and it's tiring and I love them all.
This is feeding time at the zoo.
No. This time, I know who I've married, and I have married my soulmate. We get each other, we know each other, we know everything about each other.
Finish each other's sentences off 9 times out of 10.
No. Well, he does better mash than me. It's his mash job.
But there are some similarities between Sean and ex-husband Kevin. Both had 3 children with Natasha, followed by a vasectomy.
I actually had it cut, burnt, clamped and lasered. I've made sure you can't have any more children, haven't I, my darling?
I know, thank God. I should hope it's going to work. Yeah, I can see a future for me and Sean. That's why I married him.
As for Kevin, he pays maintenance and sees his kids once a fortnight. Still single, he regrets his vasectomy.
I've just got to get over it now and move on with my life and meet someone, really. And be happy myself.
It's 10 years since we last saw her, and Denise has moved to Inverness. So too has Smiley, and it's their wedding anniversary.
Today we've been married 12 years. I have at least got a card. You haven't got a card,
No,
have you?
I don't have a card. One of the things that keeps us together all these years, actually,
No energy to find anyone else.
we still like each other, I would say.
Sometimes.
Okay, sometime.
So, what are your thoughts on having children?
I want it. You don't want it. But who knows what will happen? Maybe next year? Yeah.
No comment.
Okay. In my country, people have child, not nowadays, but usually in a year time.
A year after they're married.
Yeah, year after that. And that's why I always believed in having a baby.
I think we've had plenty to keep us occupied.
Yeah. Next project is...
Hey, Alexander!
You're not working for me again.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yay!
It was a complete surprise.
I was, over the moon. And I thought, that's it. Fantastic, That's a great news for me. Yep, I was so happy. I couldn't be more happier.
Much to my own surprise, really. I expected to want to go back to work when he was 6 weeks old. And here I am, he's 4.5, and I'm really enjoying being a mummy. Right. OK, I've got your coat, I've got your sweatshirt, I've got my phone.
Can I get the phone shoe at me?
No, put your shoes on, please. 1.
Dennis became a very nice and good mother naturally.
Thank you. After 12 years, it's still better than it's worse. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do. I do agree.
Now, what has become of our other couples? Poonam and Zach have been together 13 years and have 2 children. Caroline and Adam grew apart. They divorced after 10 years but remain friends. And Alan and Nikki have been married 12 years, and Nikki has just had her first grandchild.
End of story.
Next tonight, catch up with the fashion advice from Gokwan. There's music from Snow Patrol, and boxing legend Sugar Ray Leonard is on The Jonathan Ross Show.